bottom half of the door is going to be a little different. The angle of the boards will go in the opposite direction to make a chevron pattern at the door break, but it also increases the strength because this is a larger will be a heavier door. However, this one is different because it's going to have a dog door in the middle. Now, I'm not going to be able to cut these flush with the framing because I need a 1/2 inch overhang for the inner door of the dog door to sit against. That way it has a weather lip, so to speak. But so this will be cut 1/2 inch in from the line. This one will be cut 1/2 inch in from the line, and the same with the rest of them around, which means I can use smaller pieces to fill in because I don't have to make as much span with it. Because I'm going to be using shorter pieces to do this for most of it, I carried my lines out across the stiles and the rails so I can keep the angle straight and not have to worry about it drifting off one or another. Now, I will have a solid piece here that will help bring it back this way, but better to have the lines just in case. Doors like this are really not hard to make, and because of the dog door, some of the cuts are more complicated, but there's nothing complex in this door. It's going to be heavy. It's going to require 7 hinges, 3 from the top and 4 from the bottom. But that's part of the added weight of the dog door. But American houses, as a general rule, are not designed to contain 3-inch wide doors. But because I'm putting this in a concrete poured wall, I have 8 inches to work with, or 7.5. I haven't actually measured it. But they're not hard to make. They're easy to make. They look reasonably well once they're trimmed out and finished. And the most complicated thing is some of the cuts if you want to do it at an angle like I'm doing. And this one will be cut, actually it's double here. I have to cut it here and not break the grain in the corner. Yeah, before I go nailing them down, I fit them in place and check. And as much as I want it to, this piece is not going to be able to fit here, because I have to have this much here, cut it here, which is going to leave me a little gap. But it's on the bottom. I'd be able to just piece it in, since I don't want to waste any of this wood. I've got plenty of scraps that I can use to piece it in with. So that's what I'll do, I'll piece it. It'll be on the bottom corner, nobody will see it. Yeah, and now comes the complicated part. I've got to scribe underneath to where it'll be cut out at, and then add a 1/2 inch so I have my lip here. Yeah, I know, it's not a straight edge, but it works. Technically, it is a straight edge because it's got a straight edge to it. And it's metal and it's not warped yet. And I've got to add my 1/2 inch in here before I can cut it. If I can get it to add. My other cheap straight edge. And this will be fun to cut. Oops, I cut the wrong line. Just kidding. I'm not perfect. I do occasionally cut the wrong line. This time I didn't. Now if I did it right, it ought to fit. Oh, look at that. I got it pretty well lined up. Alright, now we'll clamp that one down and use it to fit this other one. This one up to do it. And that tells me where I need to cut or where I need to mark it for the next one. And I do apologize if you can't see this. I am not used to videotaping and working at the same time, and I'm not sure I'm coordinated enough to do that yet. It's sitting at a kind of a funny angle. And first thing people are going to say is, oh, they don't line up. Well, what you don't know is there's going to be a piece that goes in here on the inside of the door, which will give it space, and then they will line up. But that's the space for the dog door. I have to go back and round all these off, route the edges clean, and then I'll have to make a frame for it. And that will be part 2 of the project.